Hey guys, what's up? This is Pantsar Dragon, and today we'll be talking about 8 things you should look out for in patch 6.12. Now, we'll be using the PvE notes instead of actual Riot official notes, because they kind of stopped sending it to me and some other people, so now we'll just be basing it off the surrender at 20 notes. Anyways, this is going to be a small patch, but I found 8 things you should probably look out for, and with all that being said, let's get started. Alright, so first up we're going to be talking about Corki. So Corki has been kind of in a slump recently as he received a few nerfs to his kit, but now he is getting some buffs that look pretty good on him, as the cooldown on his W is going down by 6 seconds at level 1, and now the damage on his E per level is more consistent as it goes up by 60 per level instead of weird numbers between level 2 and 5. You can see when you level up to rank 5 it goes up by 88 damage, while at level 2 it goes up by 48 damage, which doesn't make sense at all, but they're now fixing it. And now the ticks per second has increased to 4 from 2, which means you won't be doing more damage, but it'll be more consistent since you'll be doing it every 0.25 seconds. But this is actually a buff because his E, it actually shreds armor and magic resist for every tick that is hit. So now if the enemy stays in your Gatling gun for 2 seconds, 20 armor and magic resist will be shredded. So all of this is going to be interesting buffs for him. And right now his win rate is, this is disgusting. His win rate in all elos is 44.55%. I don't even know how this happened, but I'm predicting a 3% increase on his win rate. It's still not good, but it's something decent. But yeah, after this patch, he might be viable for, I don't know, higher elos, but probably not. Alright, so next up we're going to be talking about Fizz. Now Fizz is getting a nerf, mostly due to the top lane tank Fizz, but this is what they're doing, so his W's missing percent health damage is going to 0.5% per level instead of 1%, so you can see it's going to be doing 2% less damage at the max level. Yikes, that's really bad. And now they're increasing the cooldown of his E by 2 every level. And yeah, they just want to kind of get rid of top tank Fizz, although of course AP Fizz is taking a hit too by this, but you know, in general his win rate right now is 51.52% in all elos, and after this nerf I think his win rate is going to go down by 2%. It might be a little more, but I definitely can see top Fizz not being a thing anymore. AP Fizz will probably be going down the same amount as well, but yeah, I don't think he'll be too good in the next patch anymore. Alright, so next up we're going to be talking about some changes happening to the AD items. So first off, the attack damage on Infinity Edge and Essence Reaver has been increased to 70 from 65. But wait, there's a little more. Youmuu's Gosu Blade's attack damage has been lowered to 60 from 65. So this is going to give AD carries a little bit more emphasis on building Infinity Edge and Essence Reaver. As right now, you know, Jhin, Misfortune, Lucian are all going the BBC build, and I don't think Riot likes people building Ghost Blade on AD carries, and you know, should be more of an assassin item. And that's what they're trying to emphasize. Next up, we're going to be talking about Lord Dominic's Regards and Mortal Reminder. You can see the attack damage is being increased by 10. Which is like 350 gold's worth because a longsword costs 350 gold and also gives 10 AD. So this is actually really nice for people who want to build this kind of item. And I think with Vladimir and Swain in the meta right now, Riot wants to encourage people building Mortal Reminder. So that's why they're giving some oomph to these items. And also you might see a little more incentive from AD carry players to be building this item after they get something like an Infinity Edge plus Runons. Also relating to the BBC plus Ghost Blade combo, this is going to give players more incentive to be building the regular AD carry build, as you don't really get this item if you have a Black Cleaver already, I think. But yeah, you should start seeing these items a little bit more. Next up, we're going to be talking about some masteries, and first up is going to be the double-edged sword. So now it no longer has a different effect for ranged champions. Now it's just deal additional 3% damage and take additional 1.5%. So champions, especially like Graves, will like this. I think AD carries and mid laners might start taking this as well, because usually they'd only take Feast and nothing else. So you know, champions, especially like LeBlanc, will be like, I like this damage, I'll take it. But yeah, as a jungler, especially when I'm playing Graves jungle, I'll definitely take this a lot more. And also basically on every ranged champion that deals damage. Of course, if I'm a tank or support, I'll stick to Expose Weakness or Feast. Next up, we're going to be talking about natural talent. So now they're finally giving it base numbers, as before, it would just scale per level. And you know, comparing it to its counterpart Vampirism, you'd automatically have that from level 1, while this one you have to take a little time before getting some stats out of it. Plus it was only good in hybrid champions, so that kind of sucked, but now at least you can get some early game power out of it. But in my opinion, I actually hate this mastery a lot unless you're a hybrid champion, because it's only like 10 damage at level 18 and 15 AP at level 18, so it's like, that's not a lot. And it also takes too long to get there, so I'd probably still go Vampirism depending on my champion. Next up is going to be the Grass of Undying. So this is definitely an interesting change in my opinion. Now before it would deal 2.5 maximum % health damage and steal it, but now it's just like 3% of your maximum health damage, but you heal only for 1.5%, and so tanks won't be as OP and oppressive, but I still think Riot has a hard-on for tanks doing a lot of damage, which is fine for me because I do like playing tanks. But yeah, this change for the top lane probably won't do much, but I thought it was definitely something interesting to point out, and I think it's definitely a nerf because tanks want to steal some life, not deal more damage, you know, because they want to survive. And one fun change I do want to mention is that ARAM will now reduce your summoner spell by 40%. So now you can use your flash more often, your barrier, or even the portal thingy. So ARAM is going to be a little bit more earthy, I guess. Well, in the sense of your summoner spells. But yeah, that's about it for this patch. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's not a lot of things happening in this patch, so couldn't really talk about too much. But yeah, in my last patch video, I asked you guys what is your favorite change of 6.11, and here's some of my favorite answers. For a chance to be featured in a future video, make sure to comment below on what is your favorite change of 6.12. Mine is the Corki changes because I think it's going to make him a little bit more interesting and to see where he's going to be placed at. But yeah, there'll be a link in the description below on the 6.12 notes. And yeah, if you guys did like this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you didn't, make sure to subscribe. Anyways, I am Panther Dragon, and I'll see you guys next time.